Good morning, good afternoon, and or good night. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Welcome to Fran Plans. If this is your first time here, I hope that you decide to stick around. Hope you decide to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will know when I post videos. So in today's video, I thought I got like really good responses from the first time I did a daily scripture, so I thought I would do another one. If you are interested in doing daily scripture yourself, I joined the group Mary Martha. I think it's called Mary and Martha on Facebook, and they have like a reading plan for the month of May, and so that is what I am doing. So let's dive right into it. Little housekeeping. I do have Olivia here with me. You probably won't hear her. She's pretty quiet, but she is awake. So I just want to let you guys know that in case you hear baby in the background, or in case I have to do something. So, but let's dive right into it. Today is May 4th. It is a reflection day on the schedule for reading, but I did not do my Bible journal for yesterday. My scripture for yesterday got busy, work was crazy, and then by the time I got off, I just wanted to snuggle with her and my husband, and that was it. So we're gonna do the scripture from May 3rd today. So it is James 4:11. That is where the reading is coming from. And so I will go ahead and get to James, and then I will pick it back up. All right, so if you guys are interested in the Bible that I'm using, I have a different study Bible that I've been using for years, but I recently got me the Tom Nelson New International Version, the Women's Study Bible, Receiving God's Truth for Balance, Hope, and Transformation. So I went ahead and found James. So we're going to be reading from James 4:11. And I want you guys to know that when I am doing these scripture writing, especially on camera, I have not looked at the word prior to coming on. So I just ask that the Spirit will guide me as to my understanding of the word. But it's not like I've studied it before I get on camera and then I have a, how I see it. I am reading it with you all, and I'm just letting it flow. So just want to put that out there. So, and I don't teach in church or anything like that. This is just my response to when I read the word. And if you guys have any comments or anything to add, please do so in the comments. I enjoy that. So let's get right into it. So James 4, chapter 4, verse 11. I don't know if you all can see that, but I will zoom in a little bit. We are right here. So it says, and also one more thing. So if you did not see the first video that I talked about with scripture writing, the purpose of this month, the purpose of the scriptures, of the schedule that they have put together for us, it's about rise above, about coming above the negativity, rising above that. So that's kind of like the theme for the month. So let's see. Chapter 4, verse 11. It says, "Brothers and sisters, do not slander one another. Anyone who speaks against a brother or, let me get that into camera, or sister, or judges them, speaks against the law and judges it. When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it." And I'm going to read verse 12 just because. It says, "There is only one lawgiver and judge, the one who is able to save and destroy. But you, who are you to judge your neighbor?" I'm going to go back and read that from the beginning because, ooh, Jesus. Okay. It says, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. It says, "Brothers and sisters, do not slander one another." We kinfolk. Anyone who speaks against a brother or sister or judges them speaks against the law and judges it. When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. Okay, so, and I just want to take a second as well and read, since this is a study Bible, I'm just going to read this little passage here that kind of, supposedly is to break down what the word is meaning or saying. So it says, "Do not slander one another." Covers more than slander, extending to any form of speaking against someone, including truth. Olivia is in agreement, y'all. It says, including truth. If it is delivered in a harsh and unkind ways. Speech is evil when it is motivated by the desire to harm others or to exalt oneself. Such speech questions legitimate authority, slanders others, or brings incorrect accusations. The form of James' rebuke suggests that his readers were speaking against each other in one or more of these ways. They were breaking the commandment to love their neighbors as themselves. When love is present, abusive speech is not. Olivia is saying, girl, we need not to speak against each other and not judge one another. Yes, baby. So, okay. So my first thought, like I said, when I first read it, brothers and sisters, I am thinking, we kinfolk, whether we like it or not, whether we acknowledge it or not, we all here together. So we brothers and sisters. It says, do not slander one another. Like, you know, in the other verse that I spoke about the other day, it talked about, you know, not speaking against each other, not speaking negativity against each other. We just, it's hard, and it's really, I'm just gonna keep it real. It's hard not to do so because God, I feel like sometimes doing wrong is like, feels like it feels like it's easier. Because it's catchy. You know, there's something about doing wrong that, like, that instant gratification, like that instant good feeling for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, even though you know it's wrong. So sometimes it's hard. It's like you get mad at somebody, or you know they doing you wrong, and you just want to like beat them down. You know, and you can beat them down with your words. You can beat them down with your hands. You know, hopefully you ain't putting your hands on nobody, but I'm just keeping it real. And so it talks about, you know, don't judge and speak against the law, or if you do so, you're speaking against the law. When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. You know, there's only one maker. There's only one lawgiver. There's only one judge. And I think it's just that, plain and simple. Brothers and sisters, do not slander one another. When we do so, we are not only just hurting the person that we are talking about or talking against, we are hurting ourselves. It's really interesting because I was just telling my husband this morning before he left out for the gym, I was telling him how, you know, I have been reading my scripture and he had been talking about speaking life into, you know, speaking life into others. And he said some things to me this morning that they really touched my heart, and I was glad that he said it. It really spoke to my spirit. And I told him, I think it's also good sometimes for us to remind others when they speak life into us, like, hey, I really needed that, you know, because we have so much stuff like this world right now. I know they say there is nothing new under the sun, but the stuff I'm seeing right now, the stuff we are seeing right now, you know, of course, it is new to us because we've never seen it before. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is what my grandparents had to deal with. This is what those before us had to deal with, because you have people who are just slashing each other down with their words constantly. I'm not going to go on any political side, but I sit back and I watch. I'm not going to say I'm on one or the other, but I sit back and I watch the people who are supposedly leading this country, who are governing this country, and I sit back and I'm like, these are like big children to me. Like, I don't care what side of the fence you on, like the way they talk about each other, I'm just like, oh my God, our children are watching. Our children are seeing this. And how does that look? You know, what type of world are we creating when we slander each other, when we talk bad about each other, and we do it so boldly? So, you know, at the end of the day, this verse, it's like real simple to me. Let's stop talking about one another. Let's stop knocking each other down with our words. It's so, like I said, I feel like sometimes it's so easy to do wrong because it's like you feel like you almost getting away with something, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe it's like an instant self-gratification when you feel like you stumping on somebody else. But think about if you lift that person up just with your words, just with your encouragement. So, like I said, this to me is really, you know, you don't even have to really dig deep. It is short, sweet, and simple. Do not slander one another. Anyone who speaks against a brother or sister or judges them speaks against the law. When you do this, you're not just hurting that person. You're hurting yourself, and you're speaking against the law, and you're judging it because you're not the lawmaker. You didn't give it. You didn't, you know, like, yeah, you out of place pretty much. So I just wanted to come on. That's my little synopsis from, you know, what I get out of this verse. I'm really loving, I mean, it's only what, 4 days in, but I'm really liking how this works in the scripture and where it's taking me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, please leave comments. What do you guys get out of that verse? What do you guys think? I would love to hear your understanding. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm using my happy planner. I have a horizontal happy planner. I'm going to go ahead and just write out the verse from yesterday here, because like I said, I did not do yesterday's because I was busy with work, and then by the time I got done with work, I just wanted to spend the evening with my daughter and my husband. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out. I'll show you guys how that will look in here, and then we'll just close this video up. I'll be back, guys. All right, I went ahead and wrote that in. Like I said, I'm using my horizontal happy planner, but it does not start officially until July. Actually got one of the, you didn't see my other video, the wrong, which I am in love with this planner. But I had some filler paper, the Faith Warrior filler paper, and so I just divided the sections so that I could start using this pretty baby. So I just went ahead and wrote that in. I'm going to leave it, since today is a day on reflection. I may just do some gratitude in those spots, which is probably good, because if you guys have not watched the Brene Brown special, and this is a little side note, Brene Brown special on Netflix, it was amazing. I watched it last night, and she talked about gratitude. So I think I'm on my reflection days, I'm going to start, you know, doing my gratitude. I need to do gratitude every day, because gratitude can definitely help with anxiety, and I do have some anxiety. I've had it for years, so I'm really working on that. I've been meditating, and that's really been helping me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to Olivia, because she is protesting, but I just wanted to share with you all my scripture for today, which was technically yesterday, but I did it for today. And then I'm going to just do some reflection in the spaces where we're supposed to reflect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, leave me some comments. What do you guys think? What do you all have to say about that verse? So let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.